Hello guys, and welcome back to some more FM22. We are playing with the Bohemians and it is the end of the season. We had one game more to play, and as you can see I've just finished it off against Slavia Prague. Not a good one. This seems to always happen. If you win the league early on and have one more or two more games to play, it never turns out good. Now, I did also play some of the players in there who was not really in form, like Pasalic. I guess you could argue he should always be doing good. Silva, Siska, Pagano, Augustusson, and Tweed, and I mean it wasn't the best team out there. But anyway, piss poor, but it doesn't matter anyway. And so we arrive at the review once again. Oh yes, two more in the cabin, right? That's good. Let's take a look at the new arrivals here, if it wants to get in there. Yeah, there we go. Utsasawi, actually, let's go by average rating here. Yeah, Utsasawi, perfect. I mean, that's what I hope for, right? When I signed him, that's pretty much what you can hope for from a defensive midfielder. Solid, absolutely solid. Atanasov, replacement for Milan. I think he did all right. 10 games, 4 from subs, 4 goals, 3 assists, 7.28. And he also played at least 3 or 4 of these games as a central defender. We have to remember that. Pretty damn solid as an 18-year-old wonder kid. He was actually also, I forgot to mention that in the earlier episode, he is number 4 of the wonder kids list. Number 4 of all wonder kids in the world. Yep. Fredericks, actually. Very, very solid. For the amount of money I paid for him, I think we got everything we wanted from him. 29 games. He played so many games. 29. 17 goals. 9 assists. 7.28. I think it would be probably not advisable not playing him as a Shadow Striker next season. I think we should probably play him as a Shadow Striker next season. With 17 goals, I think I should just do it, right? I don't really see a reason why I wouldn't do it. Fabian Holst Larsen, 21 apps here, 3 goals, 5 assists. He was decent. He had a bit of an injury, but I think overall he was probably worth his money, so I'm pretty happy with that. Sivera, yeah, probably one of the so he's even signing of the season. We get a little probably. Actually, yeah, I would agree with that, probably, that he is probably signing of the season. Because he picked up where Haug left and just did solid. Absolutely solid. 7.20 as a goalkeeper, that's pretty good. Tweed, pretty decent as well. 1.6 million. He didn't play as much as Holst Larsen did, because other players can also play his spot quite well. So, but still, pretty solid performance here. Giroud, I mean, as a backup goalkeeper costing nothing, I'm very, very happy with that. So nothing really to be said about that. Rafael Silva, I mean, we could see him in some of the games doing quite well. I think there's a lot more to be expected from him. He could go out on loan next season. Who knows? I'm not too sure about it. Augustusson, I mean, for the money, I'm okay with it. I mean, he is 23, so I could also sell him. But I don't know yet what I'm gonna do with that defensive midfield role, or if it's gonna be a roaming playmaker or a halfback, or I need to figure that out, right? But I guess I'm okay with it. I mean, we are about to spend more and more money each season. Of course we are, because we are a big club now. We are a very big club. So of course 625k is not a whole lot of money anymore. So I think I'm very happy with that. Vianello, I think he did okay, especially with the money that we got him for. I think we can easily say he did well, and he had to learn a completely new role. So I think 6.94 is okay for him. Karlsbach, I mean, he didn't play enough to really judge him, to be honest. But he is 2.4 million, and I didn't play him a whole lot. And he is 26. I think it is a mistake. I think this guy is a mistake. But we will we'll see how big of a mistake it is next season, I suppose. But overall, yeah, it all worked out, didn't it? We had some good signings, absolutely. Let's check out the season results here. Czech First Division, B-. What? Okay. Right, I think we got the same last season actually for winning the league, so I guess that's okay. So how many losses did we have? We have one against Sparta Prague, another one against Sparta Prague. We had one against Brno. That's a Brno. I'm calling them Brno, but I don't know. It's Sabrovska Brno. I don't know. I can't pronounce that. Banik Ostrava and one against Slavia Prague. I guess that expected. We had a couple of draws as well. Victoria Pilsen and Sigma Umuk. Yeah, we had a couple of bad results, but overall, absolutely fantastic season when it comes to, at least when we get to goals. I mean, how many goals did we get? Man. How many goals did we get? Can we see it here? No, we can only see the goals difference. Annoying. But anyway, a fantastic season in the league, of course. European Champions Cup. Yeah, we did really well in the Champions League. We did really well, getting the third spot ahead of Ajax here. That was really good. I mean, that alone is probably saving me the season, to be honest, out in the European competitions. The Euro Cup, on the other hand, getting knocked out by Zagreb, piss poor. I'm not happy about that. I at least want to get to the second knockout phase. At least. That's like my minimum expectations. And getting knocked out in the first knockout round by Zagreb, not good enough. FA Cup, winner chicken dinner. So what can I mean, B- from the board. Whatever, we did really well. We won all of our games. Yeah, happy days. Moments to remember. Biggest win, 7-0 against Dukla Prague. Interesting. And match to remember against Biprem. I don't even remember it. No. Goal of the season was against Banik Ostrava from Pagano. Huh. Good job him. Alright. Don't really care too much about the best goals. Alright, the finances. Yeah, it's going up. Tran sold the most shirts. I mean, this is probably the most enjoyable to watch of all this, because otherwise it doesn't really mean a lot. Well, it does, but I'll rather just look at it in the finances tab anyway. Tran, yeah, he sold most shirts, which... Yeah, I'm not too surprised about that, to be honest. I'm surprised about to see Atonasov in here, actually. That is very interesting. Maybe his world reputation is really high, Atonasov. I'm not too sure, but that's a surprise to see him in here. But that's nice. Fredericks is also in here. That's good to see. I love that. Haustak is still in here. Pagano's in here. Yeah, good. Okay. How you lined up? Silvera, Mendoza, Haustak, Ibsen. Well, they are turned around, but whatever. Larsen, Utsasovi, Alessandro, Milan. Yeah. So how did he do out in Bayer Leverkusen? Not too bad, actually. If you think about it, in the Bundesliga, it's a bigger league and there are more competition out there. I think he did okay. I mean, he got 2 goals from 8-9 games. It's not too bad, is it? Not too bad. Fredericks, Pasalic, and Tran. Yeah, I mean, maybe Vasilo should be over here, but whatever. But yeah, Pasalic and Vasilo probably get around the same number of games overall. 24-5, yeah, 40. I mean, Pasalic is still doing absolutely fantastic. It's really hard to keep Pasalic out of the team as well, but hard competition next season for Vasilo and Pasalic on that one, if they are gonna stick around. I mean, both of them are running out of contracts next season, so unless they're getting new contracts, I might actually sell them, because I don't want to have the situation where I could end up losing them on a free. You know what I mean? So if they don't want to have a new contract or want a contract that is just out of this world, then I might try to sell them instead. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, Tran, really good season. 7.53 or 5.3 on that false 9. That's 16 goals, 11 assists. Fantastic season by Tran. The accolades. Player of the season, Tran. Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, on that high average rating, that many assists, that many goals, he deserved it. I think he was consistently very good this season. Young player of the season, Tran, 22. Okay, fair enough. You know, it's when you're getting 22 to 23 years old, I wouldn't really call them young players anymore. But especially not with how many games he played for us overall. Yeah, well, whatever. Signing of the season, Severa. I agree. Goal of the season, Pagano, we already saw that. Top goal scorer, Fredericks Fredericks is our top goal scorer. What? What? He got like, I don't know if he got 10 finishing or 11 finishing and 11 composure. He do have a really good technique. That's where he's getting all his goals from, or at least a lot of his goals is just by his, he got like 18 technique or something like that. Actually, can we go in and check? I don't want to go in and check it out because otherwise I don't think I can get back to this page, but whatever. We can check it out when we are done with this. Pasalic, most assist, 14, pretty good. Most player of the match awards, Vasilo, 7. He got more than Pasalic. Wow. 19-year-old Vasilo here with most player of the match. Highest average, Trent 7.5, that's pretty damn solid. Most passes completed per 90. Hurak. Well, we don't have Aikidi anymore, so I guess that makes sense. Someone else needs to pick up where Aikidi left last season. Or every single season, that is. Record breakers, Trent with 4 goals in a league match. I think we had someone scoring 5 at a stage, but maybe it's not showing it. It's probably only showing it from season to season. Ugu is still our most leagues. I guess then he did beat some kind of total most goals scored in a match. Apparently. Hands for what did I say? Highest transfer fee, 4 million. Now, Atanasov is our highest transfer ever. He is. I mean, he could be worth it. In the long run, I think he's going to be worth it. The problem with it is that he do have a minimum free fee release clause in him. I think it was 8 million, but that's still double up, right? Marco Pasalic, 14 seconds. What? That's really, really fast. Wow, that's really solid. History in the making. That spell of football at the start of the season was the making of Bohemians. It really set them for the success. Yeah, we usually start really, really strong. Every single season we start really, really solid. Probably because of my training and because of the preseason we are doing. I think the AI is just not doing it as well as us as managers can do. So yeah, yeah, it makes sense. Two cups, or well, no, 2 trophies, I mean. Pretty damn solid. Bohemians have been brilliant since day one. Their early season football was joy to watch, and they're deserved champions. Good. There we go. Finish it up. And then we can take a look at... well, we wanna check out... who was it? Who was it? I forgot already. Fredericks. Yeah. What was his finishing 11? Oh, he do have 12 composure now. Okay. And then his technique is 17. Right. And his flair is 18. Right, so there are these numbers also make sure that he's getting goals. Actually, strength is also very big when it comes to goals, but yeah, it's probably not there. Most of his goals is not coming from strength. It's probably coming from technique and flair, doing the unexpected and just being brilliant. That's probably I would say. And also he's actually not that fast. He's getting into good positionings, and when he get into those positionings, he do have the long shots, he do have the off the ball, the technique, the flair to get into those positionings where he can finish them off. But he probably, let's actually check out really quickly before we're getting into all the other things. How is his creativity here? Goals per 90, 0.64. Wow. Expected goals. So he's scoring double the amount that... Wow, that's really good. But I was wondering if we could see his scoring midfielders. Maybe it's in here. No. Conversion rate. I was wondering about his conversion rate. But we can see it when we get into the other statistics anyway. So yeah, I mean, he's been a very, very good player for us. Absolutely. 14 goals in 23 games in the league. And also getting 7 assists. Fantastic. He's our Kevin De Bruyne, our South African Kevin De Bruyne, pretty much, isn't he? Yeah, that's pretty good. Lovely. Alrighty, so let's check out the team statistics first. Possession gained. I think we don't really need to go into them here. 38% in the midfield here. So yeah, we gain the ball back really often in the midfield with our ball-winning midfielder, or actually we don't play with the ball-winning midfielder, but our central midfielder or our inverted wing backs maybe also winning the ball back a lot. You can see we don't really go up and win the pressure up here in terms of winning the ball over up here. We are pushing them to go over the top and then we win the ball back, or we're pushing them into making a mistake when they get into us up here. But usually I would say we are probably more so winning the interceptions in the air when they go through. And that's probably how we're winning a lot of the balls. So that's interesting. Oh, we forgot about the XG table. XG plus 23. Yeah, we scored a shit ton of goals, didn't we? We scored 94 goals, did we? Wait, is that true? Or is that just the XG? No, that's the expected goals. Okay. And expected points, +7. Yeah, so we did better than the expected points also suggest. Expected goals again. So we actually only are on +1 more goal against us than what was, you know, in the mathematically what they thought or statistically they thought they would get against us. So that's not too bad. I think that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I mean, this table is looking really good for us, that's for sure. Love it. Absolutely love it. Okay, cool. Possession lost. Well, we lost it in the midfield quite a lot because that is where we are trying to create a lot of our chances, right? We have our central midfielder usually taking more risk. Our inverted wingbacks usually taking some risks. So it makes sense. It makes sense that we are losing a lot of balls right there. So that makes I'm okay with that. Defensive actions quite a lot here. Yeah, it's where we are doing the interceptions. It's where the inverted wingbacks are doing that tackles. It is also. Yeah, the 2 here and nowhere. It's funny to see that this is 8% and this is 34, right? It's such a big difference right next to each other, but that's how we play. Passes attempted, again, a lot in the midfield, and when we move further up, it's gonna be more direct passes, passes into space and stuff. So again, it makes sense. Movements. Fewer dribbles, losing possession. We do not dribble as much anymore. Usually we were way up here. We don't really dribble anymore, not that much. That's interesting to see. We do lose possession quite a lot, but that also has to do with us being very direct. Many of our players play more direct passes. If they're really good passers, they have more direct passes, and thereby we lose more possession because of that. But we also create a shit ton of chances by it, so I'm okay with that. So we are not as reliable in possession anymore, but I guess it doesn't matter because we're still scoring. Yeah. A shit ton of goals. What is this? This is possession and possession loss per game. We're all right, but we are also winning back the. Wow, we're winning back the ball quite a lot, aren't we? Because we are losing the ball quite a lot. We also have to win the ball back quite a lot. So it's that's very interesting. We're probably playing more counter-attacking football this season. All right, scoring. High scoring, high quality shoots. Expected goals is even further up than it was last season. Way further up. It's very nice to see. Absolutely loving it. So that was the scoring. Alright, let's see the shooting. How are we doing there? Aggressive shooting, high quality shooting. Looks pretty good. Expected goals to shot ratio. We are doing better than I thought we would. We are at 12%. Yeah. With 10 shots on target. So 12% of those are going to go in. That's pretty good. I mean, that's not too bad, actually. And I guess I was wrong about their shots ratio, the other teams. Definitely wrong about that. No, I'm not wrong about it, because their shots ratio against us is very, very high. For some odd reason. But when they are playing against each other, as you can see, they are completely normal. But when they're playing against us, it goes really, really high. I can't really figure that one out, but it can't be too bad, because here's the thing, we're winning the league easily, right? Right now we're winning the league, so there must be something in the script or something in the code that is... Yeah, I just don't quite understand why they have such a high shots on radio percentage against us, but not against the other teams. It's a little bit odd to me. Goalkeeping, let's take a look here. Yeah, it looks pretty damn solid. Probably not as good as last season, but it's okay. It's pretty decent. Crossing. I mean, the cross completion is pretty good, but we are not really playing for the crosses anymore, are we? With inverted wingbacks and stuff like that. But I guess when we are crossing, and we actually do quite a lot of crosses, which I don't really know why that is. I guess some of the through balls are counted as crosses if they are wide enough or something like that. But at least they're looking quite decent. We're in the green, so it's okay. What else do we have? That was shooting, goalkeeping, crossing, defensive efficiency. Or position conversion rate against us. So it's actually quite low. It's 10.5%. Well, that's not. Yeah, okay. So I guess that makes sense. Now here's the thing. This is and it's my mistake how I think about it, right? Because all the games where we are losing, where we get those really high conversion rates against us, those are the ones that I have looked at. I haven't looked at all the games, right? And if we take a look at all the games, this is what we would see. Because otherwise we would concede way more. It's just that sometimes we have games where we have a really, really high opposition conversion rate against us, for reasons that I do not know. But in most games, it will be this. It will be this low, which is good. And we don't really face a lot of shots either, so that's even better. I mean, we are fine here because with how many goals we are scoring, being down here, it's perfect. It's absolutely perfect being down here when we have a shit ton of goals and also a shit ton of shots. So yeah, it's just very odd to see it. Was that was the gold output? Was it? No, this is the goal output. So what would... Oh, we were looking at defensive efficiency, right. So goal output, that is high quality shooting, strong defending, yeah. Expected goals against per game, pretty low. Expected goals per game, yeah, 2.8. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I think that's 2.8. Solid. Aerially, a little bit better than last season. A little bit. I think we were closest to the line last season, so that's pretty good. Headers 1 ratio... 71%, almost the highest. Oh, only Jablonec is higher, but they don't have a lot of hitters, but whatever. Alright, pretty solid. Passing. Okay, so it went a little bit down again. Last season we were a little bit further up, and the season before that we were actually down here as well, so that gone down again, because we are playing even more direct this season than last season, so yeah, I mean, I'm okay with that. Yeah, it's okay, because we are creating a lot of chances, so it's fine. Tackling. Lots of tackles, strong tackling, and tackles 1 ratio is the highest of them all. Cannot ask for anything else. This is perfect. Our inverted wingbacks and our central midfielder and defensive midfielder, probably even our central defenders, doing a really, really, really good job on the tackling. Love to see it. That's really solid. General performance. Goals per game, 3.37. Ouch. That's crazy. Expected goals per game. Oh, expected goals per... Oh, okay, so we are almost... wow, that's so high. That's so high, man. Conceded per game. Okay, so yeah, we are conceding a little bit more this season, but it's not too high. It's just a little bit too high, you know. Expected goals against per game. Okay, yeah. So we are conceding a little bit too much, but it's all right. Especially with how many goals we are scoring, so it's all right. Shots per game, 22... Shots on target, still around those 45. Pass completion, a bit lower than normal, but we also, because we're creating so many chances, so it's fine. Tackles 1 is pretty damn good. Yeah, it's pretty decent. Team attacking, foul against, pretty high. Pass completion, cross completion, dribbles per game. What? Oh yeah, we are dribbling a lot less this, yeah. And otherwise it's the same as the... I don't know why. The team attacking and general performance is so close to each other, it doesn't really make a lot of sense. Team defending, on the other hand, probably have a fouls made per game. It's actually pretty low this season. Huh. Okay. I guess we don't really need to make that many mistakes. Oh, wow, our clearances that went up really high. I wonder why. Maybe because we're playing with inverted wingbacks. They can clear the ball really often in there. Maybe so. Blocks are still low. Interceptions is still very high. Even without the halfback, it's still very, very high. Tackles 1 ratio, very, very good. Tackles attempted per game is 20. That's an insane amount of tackles attempted per game. Yeah. Good. Alright, that is the team stuff. Let's get into the player stuff. Start with the goalkeepers. Let's see how good he actually was this season. So we got Severa, fewer saves most shots. Okay, so he's a little bit further down in terms of percentage of how many he's saving compared to Haug. It's still okay, and as you can see here, Giroud, not too good. He only played like 1, 2, maybe 3 games in the season, so it's hard to judge him on it, but definitely not looking too good, Giroud here. But yeah, Severa looking pretty solid in there. Love to see it. I mean, it would be nice to see him even further up in here in the 80, almost to 90%, but yeah, I mean, he did all right. Advanced goalkeeping, that would be save percentage, is still up there for him. And this is what? Expected goals prevented. Oh yeah, okay, so he's up there. Yeah, he's doing fine. He's not preventing as many as Hauk did, but he's a solid goalkeeper, Severa. He's definitely solid. More than we can say about Giroud. Probably, yeah, I'll probably let him go out on a loan deal next season because he needs to improve this quite a bit, doesn't he? Yeah, it's not great. All right. Passing, okay, both of them are up there. Good. So at least Giroud is up there when it comes to that, but that's not really the important stuff. It looks like my second goalkeeper here is... Yeah. I think I don't know. He's very, very low. I don't know why he's that low. But that's a bit of a concern. But it's also, he's being judged on very few. How many games did he have? Only 3, right? He's getting judged on only 3 games where he conceded 5. Yeah. It's very hard to judge him on that. Actually, can we see in his history, have he played somewhere? He played in Belgium, right? Where he conceded 35 out of 34. So yeah, that's better than the other thing. So I think he's better than what this 3 games suggest he is. I think he's better than this. But he's definitely not as good as Hauk or as good as Severa. He's probably in the mid here. He's probably up here somewhere. But I think he's okay. So that's the goalkeeping. Defenders. Crossing defenders. We should be really low in this. Yeah. Yeah. We don't have a lot of crosses with our defenders this season because we're playing it with inverted wingbacks. So it's not really interesting to look at. Movement. That should be lots of dribble, loose, and precision. Yeah, but it did... No, it actually didn't move in the right direction. They're still losing way too many balls, our inverted wingbacks. They should be over here near this line, really. Well, not in dribbles. They should not have many dribbles, so they should actually be down here somewhere. I don't really like this, but I have already told them to dribble this, and the instructions are not taking... I don't know why they're making this many dribbles. It doesn't make a lot of sense when you're telling them to dribble this. But I did do that mid-season, so I guess that will change for next season. Tackles. Yeah, that's pretty solid. Most of our guys is... Larsen is on the wrong side. Tweed is looking good. Mendoza is looking good. Vianello is looking alright. Colina is looking good. Seaman is looking good. Homero is looking good. Fewer tackles, strong tackles, but that's because they're playing. So I'm very happy about this. It looks pretty damn good. Aerially, okay. Yeah, all of our central defenders are in there. No worries about it. It's looking pretty good, except from... Nope, they're all in there. That's the 4 central defenders I've used. Yep, that's good. Vianello, yeah, he's definitely not good in the air, so that makes sense. Defending, what is this? This is blocks and clearances. Right. What can I tell from this? Well, clearances, we do have Horak, who's really, really tall, very good in the air, had lots of clearances. Same with Ibsen, Homero, so those 3 are definitely, yeah, making a lot of that. And then we got the blocks. Seaman has a lot of blocks, it appears. Probably because he's very physical, but he's not very good at tackling. So he got a lot of blocks in instead of, you know, winning the ball from tackling. He just blocks them a lot instead. Makes sense. Okay, that's fine. Possession, that's gonna be an interesting one. Ooh, that's not good. That's not good. He infrequently wins the ball and he also loses in position. That's really bad by Vianello. That's a bit of a concern, actually. I mean, he doesn't lose it that often like Colina, but Colina is also playing way further forward. No, sorry. Colina is making way more high-risk passes compared to Vianello, probably. How many clear-cut chances? Can we, like, see... where are we going into reports form here? So if we find key passes, right? He only got 2 key passes, right? That's not a lot out of all of these games. That's not a lot. So if we take a look at someone like... stupid. So if we take a look at someone like Colina, who hasn't played... No, actually, let's take a look at Mendoza, who's probably up there, right? We take a look at him and take a look at how many key passes he got. He got like 4. With almost the same amount of games here, looking at it. So that's double the amount. Yeah. Oh, chances created. That's probably the more useful thing to look at. So he got like 4. He got like 4. Why are you so stupid? Vianello. Boom. Clear cut chances. 1. Yeah, so definitely a worry here on Vianello. I really hate this. Why is it resetting every time we're doing this? Stupid. Yeah, that's a bit of a concern. What about some of the other guys? Seaman is up there. Tweed is up there. Well, that's frequently winning and also frequently losing it. But... yeah. Homero is not losing it too often. I think, I mean, our inverted wingbacks are our weak spot because they are also some of the creators on our team. And if you have inverted wingbacks, you need them to be very, very good. And we are lacking a little bit in that. We have average inverted wingbacks, all of them average. None of them are star players, right? None of them are really, 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 really good, which is where we can definitely improve. I think so right now. Sorry about that, but yeah, we can definitely improve in our inverted wingbacks. But we also need, if we are improving them, we also need to get rid of some of them. So that's the problem. What is this? This is pass completion. That actually doesn't look too bad. Except from Colina and also Holst Larsen. They're really far over here. Tweed as well. But again, the thing is, when you're sitting in the midfield and you're creating a lot of passes going forward, which they are often, these guys are often our first pass going into the attacking parts of their, the final third. Often these guys are making those balls. So they will also lose a lot of balls. Right. Okay. Passing defenders, what's... assisting defenders, okay. Yeah, I think I'm pretty cool with this. Definitely Mendoza. If we'll take a look at all the defending parts here, the inverted wingbacks, that is, because I'm not too concerned about our central defenders. They seem to be just rock solid. Mendoza seems to be by far our best inverted wingback of them all. And I cannot tell you who the second best is. I can't. I don't think I can right now. But Mendoza is definitely in front of the rest of the pack. So that's... yeah, I think there is improvements to be made there. Midfielders, okay. Let's see. Who is being... okay, so both Utaso is also playing a lot as a central defender. So it's really hard to judge him on only being a central midfielder. Few passes, inaccurate passes for Fredericks. Yeah, that's funny because he's very good on the ball, right? But he's not passing it as much when he's playing on that shadow striker role. I could see him go further down and play as an attacking midfielder, or sorry, a central midfielder. Pagano was in that role a lot, and he didn't really do that well if you think about it. Only having this amount of passes, and they are this inaccurate. That's not too good. I mean, he is creating a lot of clear-cut chances probably, but yeah, I don't know. Alessandro is probably more solid. He's more accurate in his passing, isn't he? But that's probably because he's not making as many progressive plays. Same with Augustusson and Sasobi, because they're also playing in the defensive midfield. So the reason why these guys are down here is because these are the two guys that have played in the central midfield a lot. And also with the instructions of higher risk, take more risk and also more direct passing. So that's why you're seeing them being down here. They are not... I should probably... Here's the thing, if you're really good at passing, why would I get them to do more direct passing? Because they can also... if they are very good at creating, I should also do more direct. So that's what I'm seeing here. Because if we take a look at like someone like Pagano here and go into analyze, and go into his individual assisting, right? He's up there, right? He's up there. He's creating quite a good amount of assists and key passes. Over 3 per game. So I shouldn't go too hard on him on this statistic, to be honest. I really shouldn't. Because if you think about it, having 3 key highlights or 3 key passes out of only 50 passes, that's pretty fucking solid. And also, many of his... He got like, what was it, 0.40 assists per game? That's pretty solid. If you think about it, on 83% pass completion, he's making a lot of forward-thinking passes. Defending midfielders. Yeah, okay, so here... Wow. That's very, very good by Osasowi. That's very solid. Alessandro is doing fine, but I thought he would be better in this. But I have not played Alessandro as much as a defensive midfielder as I has Osasowi. Alessandro has also played a lot as a central midfielder on attack, so that's probably why. But he's still rock solid. I mean, he's still doing really fine, getting 2 clearances and 2 blocks in. But that's not his main game. His main game is getting tackles in. Possession. Frequently wins the ball, reliable in possession. So Augustusson is actually quite solid in there. Same as Alessandro, same as Osasowi. And of course the other midfielders are further down the list. Because they lose the ball more because they make progressive plays. And don't win it as often. So that makes sense as well. Shooting. That's going to be an interesting one. Okay. So both Pagano and Fredericks is up there. I like to see that. They got a lot of shots on target, right? But they are not really... They should really get more goals from the amount of shots on target they have. Which is making me, think about probably using both Pagano and Fredericks as central midfielders next season and find a new shadow striker. That can score more goals than Fredericks and be more clinical about it, right? Fredericks can be a more creative midfielder next season for us if we found a new shadow striker. That's what I'm seeing from this. And playing Alessandro and Osasowi on that whatever role we're going to play them in the defensive midfield. And Augustusson as the backup. I think that's what I'm reading from this that I probably want. That was the shooting, assisting. Yeah, Pagano and Fredericks, even Fredericks with as many goals as he got, he's still highly creative. And I could see him being even further up here, being played on the central midfield. I could change that center. No, I don't really want to play. See, here's the thing. That central midfield on attack role is very, very important with how we're playing. I don't think Fredericks really fits into our system right now. He's an advanced playmaker on attack kind of player. And we don't really play with that. But he's too good to not play, right? He's just too good to not play. So the question is, should I make a tactic around him? Or should I just make him fit our tactic and sometimes he will just have games where he's just not doing too well? I think probably the latter. Honestly, I think so. I could also sell him. He could probably be sold for a pretty good profit as well, but whatever. Tackling. I'm expecting to see Alessandro up there. Yeah, he's doing quite well, but Osasowi too. I mean, those two are definitely our 2 best defensive midfielders for sure. Also the ones that we have used a lot as defensive midfielders. But I'm actually thinking about it again here. Alessandro had played a lot on that central midfielder on attack. So seeing a central midfielder on attack this far up on lots of tackle and strong tackling, that is pretty damn good. Because next season he's probably going to be even further up as a defensive midfielder, more so than ever. Or playing more as that. So that's pretty... Scoring midfielders, what is this? High scoring, high quality shooting. Expected goals per 90. Silva is really far up there. Pagano, Fredericks. And this is what, goals per 90. So yeah, Fredericks getting a lot of goals, but his expected is actually pretty low. Yeah, but I mean, they're doing fine, but I see both of these guys more as a central midfielder than I do them as a shadow striker. So we might need a new shadow striker next season. All right, that's the midfielders. Pretty awesome. I think I get I get a lot of good things out of looking at all these statistics right now. Crossing forwards, Pasalic is up there, of course. Not as many as last season, but Santos is up there. Tonosov is not doing too well in that. Vasilo either. Okay, yeah, Vasilo is more of a... Yeah, he's more an inside forward than he is a winger, actually, Vasilo. Honestly, Pasalic should... That's the thing. if you look at them, Vasilo looks more like a winger, and Pasalic looks more an inside forward. But it's actually the opposite that is true. It's actually the opposite. Because Pasalic is more a creator, where Vasilo is more an inside forward. Whatever. But their numbers suggest the different thing, so I don't know how that's gonna work out. But yeah, I'm happy with what I'm seeing here. It's alright. Assisting forwards, Santos, Pasalic. Wow, Santos is actually really far up. Vasilo is quite alright. Assist per 90. He's actually getting a lot. And he's also having a lot of key passes. Yeah, I mean, Vasilo has been a really standout performer for me this season. Just because he's completely new, third choice from the get-go of the season. And just going in completely, almost getting rid of Pasalic on that, right-hand side. That's pretty solid. Dario Santos is also doing really fine. Atanasov also doing okay. Breitenberger also doing okay. Alright, not too bad there. Goal output. Wow. Yeah, I should play him more, shouldn't I? Tran is doing really, really well. Same with Vasilo. Pasalic has fallen off a little bit on the expected goals per 90, but that's fair enough. Siska is pretty low still, pretty inconsistent. Atanasov, Breitenberger. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty happy with our... I'm pretty happy with our false 9. I'm pretty happy with our wide target man, Dario Santos and Atanasov. I'm pretty happy with the inside forwards of Vasilo and Pasalic. I don't really see anything wrong with those 3 spots up there. It's basically only the shadow striker I'm worried about right now. The other 3 spots, pretty solid. Yeah. Because when Tran is not playing, it's either going to be Breitenberger or Siska, and that's okay. Probably Siska third choice right now. Breitenberger a little bit better than him, probably. So yeah, pretty solid movements. Oh wait, was that... Did we look at the shooting here? I don't think so. No, we didn't look at the shooting. Expected goals per shot. Tran. Wow. He's up there, isn't he? 0.19 or something like that. Wow. That's pretty solid. Shots on target. Yeah, he needs to go a little bit further up there, but otherwise he's looking really solid. Vasilo is looking so solid in that. He got like 1 point, what is that, 1.6 or 7 or something like that? And he is expected to score quite a bit of them, isn't he? Yeah, I like it. I do really like what I see here, actually. Breitenberger is also interesting. Because his expected goals per shot is quite high, but he doesn't take a lot of shots. And he did get quite a few goals this season, so yeah, again, we are looking quite good when it comes to our strikers, our inside forwards, and our wide target man. It's looking pretty solid in there. Good. That was the shooting, then the movement. Right. Lots of dribbles, losing possession. So Vasilo is losing a lot, but so is most of our guys, because they're also creating a lot. Fewer dribbles, losing possession, so yeah, I mean, it's because they're shooting a lot as well. They will lose possession quite a bit, these guys. The ones that we should see not lose that much is the false 9, like Philip Breitenberger and also Tran. And I guess Tran is on the wrong side of things here, but yeah, I can't really blame him too much because he got a really high average rating, so I mean, he's doing something in there, but it's all good, it's all good. Aerially, we probably don't have the best aerial attackers anymore. Not really. Probably the 2 best is our 2 wide target forwards, and they are up there. I mean, they should be way further up there, like Milan usually is. But I mean, they're doing okay. It's just not we don't have some really 2 meter tall kind of wide target man kind of type with 18 jumping reach. That's not what they are. They are also really good when it comes to their overall play, right? They are pretty good dribblers. They're pretty good. They're pretty fast. They are pretty technical. They're pretty good on passings. It's just they are not Milan. They're not Milan. They're a different type of wide target man. They're more well-rounded, so to speak, right? But otherwise, yeah, it's fine. Scoring forwards. Tran is up there. Very solid by him. Expected goals per 90. Goals per 90, yeah. And the rest, a mixed bunch here. Pasalic is a bit further down. Siska, very inconsistent. Dario Santos is okay, I guess. Vasilo is really solid. Same with Breitenberger. Really solid by Breitenberger. And Atanasov is in there as well. Good. Lovely. Passing forwards. That's an interesting one. Wow. So Tran is very, very bad on the ball. I would have thought that, because I saw this last season as well, that he wasn't really good on the ball. Now, he got like, how much? I don't know. How much does he have? 13 passing, 15 technique. First touch of 15. Decision of 16. Determination of 15. I mean, why is he 14 compo? Everything tells me that he should be pretty damn good on the ball. And he even plays 1-2s, right? Doesn't make a lot of sense. This doesn't make a lot of sense, does it? Why is he that low in percentage? Is it because he's taking a lot of risks? Cross completion, assist per 90. I mean, he is creating a lot of assists and key passes, isn't he? 2.87 key passes. Okay, I mean, that's quite a lot. He's not dribbling a whole lot. But yeah, that pass completion is very, very low. That's a bit odd, actually. That's actually, no, it's actually not. It's very, very odd. I don't know why, because I mean, I can't really. I mean, I'm just gonna let him play how he's playing because he's doing really, really well in there. It's just very odd to see it in compared to the other guys, right? Compared to Breidenberger, who would be the other false 9, who is on 84% or 85%, right? He's down on 77 or just below 78. It's very low. Well, it is what it is. So that's the statistics, guys. I think that's gonna be it for the statistics. But I got a couple of other things to talk about, I think. Instead of taking a look at the squad depth, I'll rather take a look at who we're probably gonna sell and who we probably need a new contract with and stuff like that instead. So we are in here in the squad overview, I guess it's called. And I have sorted it by expiry date of the contracts. And as you can see, we do have a good list of players down here like Vasilo, Breidenberger, Haustak, Pasalic, Sivera, and Collina, who is gonna round out of contract, not this season, but next one. That is what I'm trying to tell you guys is either these are gonna sign a new contract or we're gonna sell them, right? So we could potentially lose Vasilo, we could potentially lose Breidenberger, Haustak, Pasalic, Sivera, and Collina, or they're gonna sign a new contract. Now, some of them are on some pretty heavy contract, like Pasalic here, 7,750. It all depends on what kind of contracts they want, how much playtime they want, and is it doable, and how do they play? There is a lot playing into it when I'm deciding this, and also a lot on if there already are interest. If maybe there are already interest in some of these guys, then I'm more inclined to maybe sell them because I can get a profit right here and now. So I don't know who's gonna leave us or stay with us. What I think I need to improve is probably the inverted wingbacks and probably a shadow striker. That's the 2 spots, right? Or, well, 3 spots. No, 2 spots. The left inverted wingback and the shadow striker. That's the 2 spots where I'm right now thinking I need to improve. Then we also need to look at, if we lose Vasilo, we probably need someone else. Especially if we also lose Pasalic. That means the right-hand side is a problem. We got Breidenberger, who is both a central midfielder and also a false 9. So we probably need an extra false 9. Unless we are playing Siskamol next season. That depends, right? Then we got Haustak, who could leave us. We got a goalkeeper who could leave us. We got Collina, who is one of these inverted wingbacks. So there are definitely things to be expected to happen in the transfer window and also contract-wise. Anyway, guys, I just wanted to really just let you know that what I might be up to in the transfers and the preseason and stuff like that. I do not right now expect to change our formation. I think I'm pretty happy with the overall formation. The only thing I'm a little bit about is probably the defensive midfield or the shadow striker. If I could make this something else. I just don't know what it would be. I could get it down here again and play something else down here. But I actually like having all these players up here and playing the inverted wingbacks into the midfield because it's making a really good push for their backline. It's really stretching their backline and creating a lot of spaces. So I really like this formation, but it's just I'm a little bit like this defensive midfielder is probably the only role right now I'm a little bit concerned about. Otherwise, I'm really happy with how it performed this season. So yeah, guys, I think I'm gonna leave you with that. And the next episode is of course gonna be the preseason, where we're looking at the squad depth, the transfers, if there is any tactical changes and stuff like that. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next season.